Someone once said, "I've never had bullets fly by my head, but I've experienced freedom because of men who did. Forever thankful to every veteran's sacrifice." This is Vets and Coffee, the podcast. Finally, a podcast 100% about veterans. Looking at veterans making a difference in the veterans community. We'll help veterans, and we'll spotlight veteran-owned businesses and businesses that support and hire veterans. Plus, guzzle down some amazing coffee. Welcome to Vets and Coffee, the podcast. Now your host, Tree McLean.
I'm back. Hey, how y'all doing? Ooh, been a while, huh? Yes, it has. I don't even know if this is working or not. We're just trying it out. It's been a while since I've been on. You might see the extra photo there. That's my guest today. My air conditioner just cut on. That's probably going to be on here now. So it's been 5 months since I've been on. I apologize. But back in November, my mom got real sick and she passed away 1st of December. And then I moved out of her house and moved out to the country. And to this day, I'm still moving stuff out of her house and selling it and so forth. So we can get her house on the market real soon. But next week, I got a dumpster coming in to clean out the rest of the stuff and be done with it. But once again, I'm sorry I haven't been on for a while, but it's just been taking care of that and so forth. For the past many years, I took care of my mom. I was her primary caregiver, and it was rough, it really was tough, But I'm doing good. I'm in a much better place out here. I'm on a couple acres out here in the country. I found this place. Absolutely love it. Here, I'll show you my front yard real quick. There's my front yard. I get to mow that every week. Let's see here. This is my house. Little 1-story, 2-bedroom house. That's all I need. Got a 2-car garage attached where I do my coffee. I do leather work. And then I got a shop in the back that's 20 by 30 where I'm going to start building knives again. So I'm absolutely loving it. Let's see here. I'm going to bring up the chat, see if anyone's watching. See if anyone's mentioning anything. I don't see any comments or anything to see if anybody's listening. But I'm going to continue doing these once a week. I used to do them twice a week. I'm just going to do it once a week. But I started a new podcast, and it's regarding chickens. I love chickens. Bailey's an awesome service dog. Where you at, Bailey? Bailey. She's grown quite a bit. She misses her grandmother. I know that. Every time we go to the house, work on it, you can see she's kind of sad because she looked for her grandmother. She's doing real good. Last week she got bitten by a bug, and I thought I was going to lose her. She had a horrible reaction. I thought it was a snake bite. Her body was limp when I picked her up, put her in the truck, but she's doing much better now. We got to keep the yard sprayed and so forth and keep it cut. I got out all the junk and debris and leaves and so forth away from the fence line so I don't have snakes. I've killed a few snakes, but that's what I'm working on. I've got a camera set up on the chickens outside. Let me show you and adjust it real quick. That's a pasture behind my house with the cows and so forth. You can't see the cows right now. They're not there. That's my chicken coop. It's a big one. It has my Rhode Island red chickens in it. And my New Hampshires, and that right there is a little, what they call a chicken tractor, a chicken tunnel. And I built this little cube, and they go out in the chicken tunnel and they run around during the day to get the exercise, and they scratch and peck on the ground and eat bugs and worms and green grass, And they produce me a bunch of eggs, which are absolutely wonderful. I love the eggs, and I'm selling the eggs. I'm selling the coffee. So it's doing good. Here's just some eggs just from this week alone. Yeah, really good tasting eggs. And then I've also been putting some in the incubator. And I got my first bunch of chicks recently. Here they are hatching. Yeah, lots of fun. Um, Bailey is really into the chicks. She loves those little chicks. Here she is checking on them. I had them in the house for about 2 weeks, and then I moved them outside to a brooder. I have this great big box outside. I call it a brooder. Let me see if I got a picture of that one. Of course, no, I don't. I thought I did. But here's one of my new coops. It's on wheels. That's going to hold all my Easter eggers, olive eggers, and cream leg bars. They produce all the different colored eggs. Brilliant blue, blue, olive green, and pink. I got those in there. And I'm just working on a new coop now that holds all my barred rock chickens. Blue Plymouth rocks, barred rocks, sapphire gems, and partridge rocks. They're all going in that one. That's a bit bigger one. That's going to be on wheels as well. And the reason it's on wheels is because every day I move them. And every day the chickens get fresh bugs and grass, and they can eat worms and everything. But and then the poop is great for the grass. So I mean, and the grass is growing really quick behind it and so forth. But they eat a lot of the greens, so it's really good for the grass and so forth. So they're going out to the pasture in front of the house, and then I'll let them free range within inside of a poultry fence. But it's really enjoyable. If you're a veteran and you need a service dog, I can help you out with that and get you a service dog and get you the training and so forth. But let me tell you something. These chickens are great. They're great therapy. They really are. And if you have kids, it's another great thing with kids. I had on a veteran a couple months ago, Kyle Schultek. He's a veteran advocate, and he's with Project Zero and so forth. And he has chickens, and he recently hatched them from eggs in an incubator with his kids, and the kids love them. And he's about to build his first coop with them. But he loves them. He really does, But they really do make a difference in you. They really do. I enjoy them. It's great watching them grow up, and the eggs are delicious. Have you ever said to anyone, "Hey, these eggs are delicious"? I've never done that, but until now, I do. It's the eggs are out of sight. They're so good. And just the other day, I made fresh mayonnaise for a turkey sandwich. And then that night, I made some seafood, and I made up some tartar sauce using that fresh mayonnaise. Oh, man, it's good stuff. It really is. So I'm going to make some hard-boiled eggs this weekend and some deviled eggs and, play around with it some more. But, yeah, the chickens are wonderful. Absolutely wonderful, If you're interested in chickens, you can contact me through the website, Patriot Knife Coffee. I do have a chat up here. Let me see. Did someone say something here? I can say I never have. Oh, that's good. Someone's listening at least. That's good. But if you're interested in raising chickens and you need some help with that, please message me, and I'll help you out with that. I'll be more than happy to. If you want to buy some chickens, I sell chickens. If you want to buy chicks, I sell chicks. And I have egg-laying hens, and I have 6-week-old, 7-week-old, 10-week-old chicks, pullets or cockerels ready to go. So I'll help you out with that too. And then building a coop is really easy. You can go in on Amazon and buy one for, say, $200. But this one in the picture right here, that's all made out of fence pickets and some 2x4s. That's, a lot of that wood was given to me. But you can build that for the same price. You can buy one from Amazon, and it's a whole lot bigger. It is. It's a lot bigger and a lot better. Let's hear some other pictures from the place here. These are some of my chicks. Right now, these chicks are now in the new coop I just built, and they're now 8 weeks old. That's a Rhode Island Red. That's a great bird to have. It's called a dual-purpose bird. And the reason it's a dual-purpose bird is because it's great egg-laying bird, and at the same time, they're good eating as well. Yes, good eating. So you can actually put these in a pasture coop and let them eat green grass and bugs and so forth, and supplemental feed them, and you'll have great eggs. And then at the same time, if you want to eat one, it's a good bird to eat too. It's a really good eating bird. See what else I got up here. That's my chicken coop. And that's one neat thing about this chicken coop is if you see that window on the side, that's actually an antique window I used to put in there. And then the ramp leading up to it, there's an automatic door on there. So you can actually set the automatic door to open up at a certain time in the morning and close in the evening. So you don't have to be there in the morning or evening to make sure they get in and out of the coop. Now, my coop is set up pretty much like Fort Knox as far as foxes and raccoons and possums and all that, because they'll create havoc on your birds. So you want to keep them safe. I use 1/2-inch mesh. And the reason I use a 1/2-inch mesh is to keep the snakes out as well, because, rat snakes would go in there and eat your eggs as well. There's mesh all around the bottom of it, and there's sits on concrete blocks, because raccoons and foxes, they'll try to dig underneath it to get inside to your chickens. So you just got to be careful with them. But they're kind of turning into pets as well. Let's see here. What else I got here? That's a second coop I built. That's on wheels. And that one's a little bit overcrowded right now. And as soon as the other ones get used to the third coop I built, I'll be moving some birds around and transferring birds around and so forth, because I'm going to start doing purebreds. In each coop will be purebred birds that I'll be raising and so forth. But this was real easy to build. I mean, it was fun to build, real easy to build. And if you want to build one yourself, it's a lot of fun. I use cedar pickets because it makes it lighter. And what does cedar do? But it keeps bugs away, which is helpful. You don't want to use cedar shavings because you don't want them breathing in the cedar and being right on top of it. But cedar pickets are okay. I actually have a PVC coated mesh in the bottom of this one, the PVC, so it protects them from scratching up their feet or getting cuts. But you can use pine shavings or sand or whatever and have a solid floor in it. I have the screen so that their poop drops right through, and it leaves the manure behind, which is great fertilizer for your lawn. So like I said, that one gets moved every day. So I got a bird landing on my chicken coop out there. Oh, lots of fun. I love these chickens. Yes, I do. Let's see here. I'm going to bring this in real quick. No, it must have flew off. But up here on top of this cube right here, where I have the chickens at, it's a flat roof, and I'll throw bird seed up on there, and the cardinals and blue jays go nuts after eating them, and the doves and so forth. But yeah, it's fun. That's an old shed that was in the back of my property, and I've been working on cleaning that up. But there's my trailer. But I love it out here. It's absolutely wonderful. Oh, well, I am so glad to be back on the air. I'm working on some guests to bring on, veteran related, of course. And then I'm working on a new podcast I got coming up. It's chicken related, and bringing on chicken egg experts, because I'm no expert when it comes to chickens. I'm not, but I'm learning, and I enjoy it. It's a great hobby. Coffee business is doing real good. I got a couple new stores I'm adding on, and I'm working on a restaurant right now. Talking with them about having a private label coffee with them as well. So things are good. Life is good. I absolutely love it out here. If you're dealing with PTSD or any anxiety issues or whatever, and you need some help, you got the Veterans Crisis Hotline on the bottom of the screen right there. You can dial 988, press 1, or text 838-255. You can contact me through Patriot Knife Coffee, and I'll be happy to help you out in any way I can. But I tell you what, being in the city sucks. Living out here in the country is awesome. It's so much more relaxing. It is so much more relaxing. In the city, it doesn't matter where I would go in the Houston area, I'd always have a gun on me. Always have a gun on me. Since I moved out here, I find myself leaving my gun at home a lot of times. I do. It's so relaxing out here. I know you shouldn't leave your guard down and so forth, but, because it could happen anywhere. I mean, shit happens out in the country too, but it is so much more relaxing out here. It really is. And Bailey loves it, that's for sure. So, all right, y'all. We thank you for listening. And I'll be bringing on some future guests. So someone here, I just saw some messages here. As far as snakes goes, I don't have a problem with snakes because I keep all my grass cut down low and I have no leaves and I have no stuff laying around where snakes can hide underneath it, The snakes that I have seen have been found when I was cleaning up the edges of the property. I cut down all the brush behind I don't know if you notice it right there, but let me show you here. But behind my chicken coop, all that behind the trailer, that was all brush, big high brush. And a friend of mine, helped me out cleaning it all out. And we got all that brush cleaned out. So snakes don't have any place to hide, And if you do that, you can keep them away. I've killed a few raccoons. I've killed a possum. I love possums, but, the possum was trying to get into my coop as well as the raccoons were. So I got rid of them. And so I have had a dog here as well, a pit bull that got on the property. And I took it to the train station along with the raccoons and the possum. But other than that, everything's good to go. I got cameras all around the house, and so it's going good. But like I said, if you want to get into chickens, please holler at me. I'd be happy to help you out. So I wish I could find out who's speaking to me on Facebook. I don't know. Let me look it up on my phone. Oh, it's probably someone I know. Let's see here. I just clicked on my phone and it showed a message from someone in one of the chicken groups asking about how to deworm chickens. And it's so simple. It's hilarious. I use pepper flakes, crushed pepper flakes like you put on your pizza. Chickens don't taste spice. And you mix it in with their food and they eat it. And it's actually a natural dewormer. Crazy. And what's funny is every once in a while you'll pop open an egg and you'll see a pepper flake inside the egg. It's pretty funny though. But yeah, it's really interesting here. Let's go to the pages here and see who's talking to me. Or if I can even see it. Nope, not on that one. Let me go to the groups and see if I can see it on the groups. Of course, you probably can't. Huh. I don't know where it's at, but well. Let me see here. Have you ever tried mothballs for snakes? No, I haven't used mothballs because I got them under control, I think. And then I see there's all these products out there for snake proofing. And I was talking with a buddy of mine, and he's a yard expert and knows a lot about greenery and vegetation and pesticides and all that. And he said the worst stuff he can use is that snake repellent because they don't work. It doesn't work, he says. So I'm not going to use it. My snake repellent is a Remington 870 12 gauge. So, but oh well. It's been 18 minutes. I can't believe I've talked that long. And I'm going to say goodbye. Well, thank you for listening. I look forward to future shows. And I'll keep you in touch with what's coming up. All right. Thanks, y'all. Bye-bye.
You've been listening to Vets and Coffee, the podcast. As you can see, veterans and coffee are Tree's passions, and we want to make a difference in the veterans community. And with your help and continued listenership, we'll do exactly that. If you enjoyed the show, make sure to like, rate, and review. And we'll be back soon. See you next time on Vets and Coffee, the podcast.